When a system crumbles, you can seldom precisely point out the case of its demise. Here, it was obvious for all to see. Reserves of green stuff ran out, and no matter how hard the stalkers and Colonel Klebnikov's people were looking for more, there was none to be found. Judging by Kirill's story, at that moment, OSKOM really had no choice but to conserve what little reserves they still had left, and stop issuing the radio protector to all but the personnel most critical for evacuation efforts. Judging by my experience, that was not going to make them a lot of friends.
It's one huge fallout.
Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and welcome back to Let's Play Metro Exodus's The Two Colonels DLC. So last time we went on flamethrower duty, cleared out some slime, and then came back for New Year's with our son. And now we've skipped ahead a little bit, and I guess we don't really have a mission at the moment, do we?
We only have one shot at this.
So, what did he say?
Well, he said they understand our predicament, and they value
Aside from we need to try to get more of the radio protector back from people.
And as soon as they get a hold of the new stock, we will be reimbursed fully and with interest, just as the paper says. He basically hinted that I had an official paper, signed and stamped, and that was the best I could have.
What was your answer?
What could it be? Yes, General, everything is as you say. Thank you for seeing me despite your busy schedule. You do understand that we had all our hard-earned wealth confiscated, so we are worried.
I imagine taking everybody's stocked up
hand,
green stuff would also be a problem for the economy here.
You weakling! What did I tell you? You had to make a stand! These papers are good for nothing, save for adorning the walls of fucking fools! You had to demand a real document, an IOU from the General himself, with date and his signature.
Very official.
You are a respectable man, Yakov. How can you let him do this to you?
There was nothing else for me. He let me know right off the bat. It's obvious, really. It's in the way he looked, his handshake. He would have declined, so I just saved face.
That's just because you, Yakov, are a coward and he knew you'd give in. You just had to push back. Just stay here. I'll go talk to him and get the thing that we need. You'll see. Someone must have some balls in this family.
The frightful fury of an angry Russian woman.
All said and done.
Don't embarrass me.
My mom was right about you after all.
Oh. Okay, she walked into the silent zone. Alright, I guess we'll just kind of take a look around.
Hello, sir.
How's the situation, Sergeant?
They're getting restless, sir.
Our only option is to remain calm and not let ourselves be provoked.
Yes, sir.
I mean, someone's definitely going to get accidentally shot here, right? And then the whole mob is going to erupt into violence.
Colonel, please, tell them to do something.
Start handing the green stuff out.
Something weirdly spooky about some of the people in the background being very blurry. This is also kind of a good shot here. See, I don't know, it's like the second I hit photo mode, there's a Vaseline coating that goes over everything, making it less sharp.
To wait anymore.
What the hell is with you?
It's like photo mode doesn't use maximum graphics, it uses like a set
Step away!
group of settings.
Colonel, sir, permission to address.
Granted.
An anonymous tip on excess stock. We can't ignore those, but he won't open the door.
I see. Let's go.
Alright, let's go kick his door down.
What the hell is with you?
Hey, I feel like you like me a lot. Watch where you touch, soldier boy.
Gotta make sure you don't have any green stuff in your body.
I don't swing that way. Enough already, it's taking too long.
Enough of your whining. We know all about your schemes.
And you're on the hook because of martial law. You'll be standing here until we find it. And if you continue resisting, you'll swing any way I choose until you tell where the green stuff is. I just remembered
Come
the
over
New
here,
Year.
sir.
Didn't we have a drink right over here? Do you remember?
Of course I do.
For a second, I thought he was asking me.
Definitely had too much that night. We had to carry.
I think this is one of the 3 guys we walked past who was talking to the officer.
And then we lost him on the way, because we were all pissed drunk ourselves.
Yes.
I can't help but miss those days. They were simple and fun somehow.
I mean, I don't really know what the date
Fun,
is now, but
you're
it can't be
right
that
about
long.
And simple. Can't argue.
But I guess those were the days before they told everyone the green stuff is running out. Alright, let's kick this guy's door down.
Open up, Petrovich.
Slava. Come in.
Thanks.
Okay, he's a friend of ours.
Mikhail Petrovich, you know why we are here. I suggest you donate your excess stock voluntarily, or there will be trouble.
I can't. You know I can't do that. It is for my granddaughter. I have been saving from my own allowance.
I can't do anything. We had a tip about your stock and had to react to that. Commence the search. Check there.
This is so unfair. I earned this, saved my wages.
I know, but we
It was
follow the
earned
rules.
honestly,
I found the
and
cash,
you know
sir.
it.
He does have some.
Oh man, a whole 2 bottles.
Not too much here, though.
My granddaughter is sick. She needs that.
Sure, your granddaughter. I bet it's going to the market.
Colonel, tell them, please. You know it's true.
Do I want to be a jerk or not a jerk?
Enough! We're only confiscating the excess stock.
But, sir, I will have to report everything.
Take this to HQ and report that stopping the search was my decision.
You can blame it on me.
Yes, sir.
Look, I'm sorry. I know you didn't have a choice. Thanks for leaving me, son.
I'm sorry too. You were right about choice, though. Nobody had it. I'll be going now.
Hey, look, it's the watch we got.
Don't mention it.
Thank you, Slava.
Though I have to wonder if that's really going to affect anything. I don't think the ending here is going to change much.
It was calculated properly.
Everybody dies.
Pay the rest.
Look, officer, think about it. Where am I supposed to get so much? You took all the green stuff from the people, the trade is dead, and you saddle me with a quota fit for a mogul.
Put yourself in my shoes. I have a quota as well, and nobody cares how I'm gonna meet it.
Quota schmota, I can't just wish for more green stuff to appear out of thin air. And you can tell your superiors that.
Colonel, sir.
I'm probably your superior. Tell me about it.
Lieutenant, I think we must make do with what we have.
I understand, Colonel, sir.
You are dismissed.
Yes, sir.
Klebnikov seems a little soft for a, you know, Russian military official.
Oh, hello there. Where's Tatjana? And your wife?
She is dead.
I buried her.
Dead?
For green
How?
stuff.
Why?
Pretty sure this is the same drunk we saw on New Year's.
She had a heart problem. Always worried about things. About children. My drinking.
I'm sorry to hear that. I never knew she died.
Look, could I
Swing
borrow
your
some
hips
you,
from to
please?
and from fro.
I need some green stuff. I'm in mourning.
I'm sad and therefore I need more
Can't you see
radiation.
what's going on? I don't have any myself.
Of course, it's also currency, so
Nobody has really.
just wants to buy booze.
OSKOM takes it all from everyone. I can only give you my condolences and nothing else, really.
Oh, it is all because of you. You people. You destroyed my whole life.
Nah, I'm pretty sure you destroyed your own life.
People killed her, you did.
Wasn't exactly treating her much better when she was alive. It's definitely a more crowded metro station here compared to some of the ones we've seen in the Moscow metro.
You keep saying that I'm just a dirty whiner and that everything will be fine. Do you still think it will?
Of course. We are in a tight spot, true, but you've got to look at the bright side.
Where? Where do you even see that bright side? I told you this day would come, we would run out of the green stuff eventually, and you all laughed at me. Well, look who's laughing now.
I mean, it's kind of surprising that this many people had a supply of green stuff for 20 years.
The sky was falling, didn't you?
They must have made quite a bit of that stuff in this city.
And the last time before, you were in an abject panic. 5 years ago, too. You remember that? Yet it was all sorted out, every time.
Well, I made a few mistakes, but I was right in principle.
There isn't an infinite supply.
None of you think there's actually an endless supply of green stuff, do you? So, one day, it's bound to run dry.
You should be careful with things you say. We are under martial law.
Stop speaking the truth.
So, the people at the top aren't dumber than you. They must have a plan. So, we will get over this. You'll see.
You might not like the plan. It involves letting all non-essential personnel die.
Hello, Colonel, sir. Glad to see you back. I'm sorry for the mess here, but the refugees just keep coming in. The dirty stations have it real tough. The general ordered they are kept here for the moment. Then we'll pass them on.
I guess this station is less irradiated than some of the other ones. And that's why OSKOM's headquarters is here.
OSKOM, open up! Hello there, Private. I'm completely drained.
He does have a pretty big place down here, though.
All right, Private. Tell me what's going on.
Nothing. I just don't want
You don't want what?
to be a private. And I don't want to be an OSKOM anymore.
Right. Please elaborate on that.
I went to Siberskaya, and I saw the soldiers taking green stuff from people. And one traitor, when I give it to them, started shouting. They beat him up and took all the green stuff anyway.
Well, this is just unacceptable. First thing tomorrow, I'm going to get their names.
You said OSKOM protects people, but you just take their green stuff away. Why?
I thought you were the good guys.
It's not easy. We're short on green stuff. That's why we must take from those who have lots of it and give to those who don't have enough. Or else the rich would just sit on their stock while the poor would all die. Could you call that fair?
Not at all. Of course I couldn't call that fair.
Right. Of course, those who we take from aren't happy, but there's no other way, you see?
Yeah, if I had all my green stuff taken, I wouldn't be happy about that. But I understand now.
I also find it funny that it's always in
Still, those
quotes
soldiers
in the
were wrong.
subtitles.
I'll make sure they are punished, and then they'll have to go and apologize.
Yes, make them. They must apologize.
Great. Speaking of green stuff, it's time we gave you a shot, so give me your arm.
All right.
It also seems likely that using this stuff constantly would have some pretty nasty side effects, you would think. Like basically all medication.
Done.
Right through your shirt. That fancy transition. That's when things were better. But I guess we're back to Miller now.
Kirill, Mueller here. Do you read? Over.
I read you, Colonel. There's some static. Over.
I hear static too. I'm entering Siberskaya. Was this where the last battle happened? Over.
Yes, I only know of it from Father's words. Right before the rioters started their last attack, we had to talk.
Alright, so this is, I guess, where shit is gonna go down. This is gonna be that battle. It looks kind of like D6 in the trailer.
Ted, do you really have to go? We didn't rest at all.
The rioters are advancing. There's no time for rest.
Rioters? Tell me that. If we, OSKOM, are protecting people, why lie to them?
Wow. You've grown up, Private, and I'm none the wiser. So let's have a grown-up talk. Should we tell the truth? Of course. But life is a complex thing. In the hands of our enemies, truth may be dangerous. We must carefully choose who we can entrust with it and who we cannot. The command sees the whole picture and makes decisions. However unpleasant those decisions might be sometimes, they are still necessary. The command thinks about everyone, while the civilians only think about themselves.
However,
That
command
why
is
the
also the
truth
reason
that
we have
might
to live in the
scare
metro
them
in the first
must
place.
be kept secret, for their own good. Do you understand that?
I do. But still, this is a scary way of thinking.
There are a lot of scary things in life. Yet, I brought you up well. You are strong and brave. You can take it. All right, time to go. You get home and don't step out or let anyone in until I'm back. It's an order.
Yes, Colonel, sir.
Sergeant, walk him home.
Well, this isn't where he dies, so
Let's go, Kirill.
we'll be back.
All right. Good luck, Dad.
Good luck, son.
Because Slava here is one of the last survivors, and I guess he dies way afterwards. Like a month or two before Artyom and Co. show up. Alright, so we still have all of our supplies, but looks like I have a shotgun and a Kalash now. Do I have any mods for them? No, looks like I've got plenty of options. I wonder where these are drawing from, or if they just give you all the mods. If it's like, oh, here's all mods you picked up in the main game, so now you can use them here. I don't think we're going to be doing stealth, so I probably don't need the suppressor. Let's go with this one. Standard barrel. Reflex sight. I definitely don't want the night vision scope. So I hope we have a flashlight now, because that was kind of something we really didn't have in the last chapter, and if we don't have the flamethrower, we don't really have a light source. Probably don't need the full-size mag either. Laser. Okay. All good there. I guess this is better than a... Oh, it's got the forward grip too, so it might actually be better than the stock. I don't think we ever found that mod in the main game, but I don't know, because I didn't use the shotgun too much. Double barrels. Closed reflex sight. Or reflex sight. Is a closed reflex sight really better than a regular one, though? I feel like you would get less of an open view with that. Green laser or infrared laser? Okay. And we have not a lot of chemicals, but we have a decent amount of mechanical parts, so... bullets, fill up on medkits. Alright, I think we're ready for battle. Anything else I can snag around here? Well, it looks like I still don't have a light of any kind, so... hopefully it's not dark where we're going. But yeah, I'm kind of enjoying this throwback to the more traditional Metro gameplay. Just kind of progressing from level to level.
Slava, I'm sorry about that. I know you had no choice. Had I said nothing, they would have never believed they found
Water under the bridge. Neither I nor you had a choice in this, Petrovich. Good luck to you two. See you on the train.
Thank you.
Alright, I guess that's what our decision affected. He probably would have been a lot more hostile. But there's his granddaughter, so I guess she survived on his remaining stock.
Hello, Colonel, sir. Glad to see you back.
Oh look, another workbench, in case I forgot about the first one. Actually, we might want to bump up the brightness for this part. Especially if we're going to be underground pretty much the whole time. I forget where that actually is. Game options? Photo mode quick access. It doesn't actually say what button that is. I've been wondering if there was a button for that. Accessibility? No. Controls? No. Oh, gamma. There it is. Let's bump that up a little bit. Since we're going to be underground, and let's get ready for battle, I guess. Not a lot of conversations going on now.
Well, don't stand around! Man the defenses!
Yes, sir.
We're here to take charge and stop these riots. With bullets. I mean, that doesn't really sound like a riot. That sounds like a war zone. There's quite a few of them. And I can't aim low enough to hit them like this. Alright, that's straight out of D6. Getting hit by rockets and knocked back like that. I think this is the first time we've had this, like, rock music in the background, though. Oh.
Get these rioters! We can hold them! We just need to hold them up till
I guess we can't use the Dishka. See, I'm not 100% sure who's friendly and who's not.
Listen here. The engineers are all down, but the charges are set. We have to reach the detonation device and use it.
Someone want to get that guy a bandage or something?
Lieutenant, I'll take the detonator. Give me cover.
Yes, sir.
I mean, are you gonna give me the detonator, or...? That one guy just sitting there. Somebody help.
Attention!
Covering fire for the Colonel. No saving ammo.
Roger that!
Alright, I guess we have to push forward.
Clear. Move out.
Which was maybe a little faster to grab ammo here. That sounds like a tracked vehicle. I was gonna say a tank, but, you know. Closest thing the Metro has to a tank. I think this is as far as we can go this time. We just have to wait for rockets to clear the way.
We've got you covered, sir! Get the detonator!
I think he missed me with that shotgun. I mean, Klebnikov may be a little soft, but he certainly doesn't have a problem shooting civilians. Armed civilians who are firing at him, to be fair. And this is why, in Moscow, the Watchers manage the population when they have these wars. So that they don't all die, just enough for them to keep the population down in the metro. Are we really the only survivor of this battle?
Come in, HQ. Klebnikov here.
HQ here.
No, not everyone's dead yet.
Damn. Fall back to Siberskaya and stop them there. I've got no one else to rely on.
Roger that. Over and out.
Colonel, sir! They blew the airlock and are coming down from the surface!
Well, that's definitely not great. Okay. Apparently, all of that is fire, not just the parts that are actually on fire. Try to be as mobile as possible, except for when you're not allowed to walk. I mean, I guess I did sidestep those rockets.
Come in, HQ. Klebnikov here.
HQ here.
One charge didn't work.
Damn. Fall back to Siberskaya and stop them there. I've got no one else to rely on.
Roger that. Over and out.
Are you dead? His flashlight went out. He must have died.
They are coming down from the surface!
Again, I wasn't sure if those are our guys or more rioters. Oh, that's one of ours. I guess our guys have lasers to differentiate them. As well as actual armor. The rioters kind of just look like the rebels from Half-Life 2. I guess that just fills us back up to our max ammo. Ooh. They don't really seem to mind being on fire. Train's catching on fire. Gotta get out of here.
Hold them here!
I mean, I'm not really using that much ammo.
Won't be any reinforcements. It's either us or them.
I think this spot right here is where we first came in as Artyom. But yeah, this is basically a simple defense section compared to some of the ones in the previous Metro games. It's not exactly D6. I think that's a Gatling guy there. Oh shit, I'm out of ammo. Cool, one bullet. Make it count. Did that rocket kill me? They don't really seem like they had a plan. They're just like, oh, we're just gonna kill all the OSKOM guys and burn the stations down. That'll get us the green stuff.
Can you walk, sir? What's going on?
Yeah, you probably want to watch out for those tanks with the poison on the sides.
Get out, everyone! Gas! It's gas!
Hold on, sir. I'll help. Just hold on.
Well, that explains all the bodies at the airlock door trying to get out.
I'll report to the general. General, sir, there's been...
Operation successful. Pawns are all dealt with. Ready for evacuation.
You fucker.
What do you mean? Already left? What?
Haha, you too were a pawn.
What's going on?
We're covering evacuation.
Evacuation? But you just killed everyone! Soldiers, civilians! Nobody left to evacuate!
Slava, there's only enough green stuff left to evacuate the leadership. Everyone else is doomed. Gas was used just to cut the agony short.
So you knew it! You knew it all along, you motherfucker!
You really were the bad guy after all.
Did I have a choice? What difference does it make now? I made a mistake leaving Rito. Petrov! The fuckers left without us. Get Seryoga on the line now! What? Dead? Seryoga? Son? Now listen to me. There's an RPG in the gun cabinet. Get it and rush to the old crossroads. Blow the fuckers up there. Go!
Nobody gets out alive.
So, what do we do now?
Whatever. I had enough. So long, Slava.
Well, I guess that explains how he ended up being, like, the only survivor. Everyone else is like, yeah, fuck that, we're out.
Dad! Uncle Tolia? Did he just kill himself? Why?
Don't look.
Did Kirill just go from, like, every dead body to see if it was his dad?
That it all went quiet, and you didn't come. I was worried, and I went looking for you.
Listen, I told you earlier, who should be told the truth and who should not. Forget it. It's not for us to decide. And if you're being fooled, it's never for your own good. That's why he's dead.
I understand.
Good. And now, Let's go home, son.
I mean, these two can't have that much green stuff left over either. I think they only had, what, like 2 vials when we got there? Artyom! Actually, that could be Miller. I assume he looks the same as Artyom when he's outside.
I'm at the bunker entrance.
It's just you never see Artyom without the helmet.
I will, Kirill. Miller, over and out.
Pine, this is Older. Come in, over.
Older, this is Pine. Speak. Over.
Private, I'm at the bunker's door. I'll be off the grid while I'm down there. Don't know how long. When is the next scheduled radio contact?
Midday sharp, Colonel.
The battery?
Keeping it charged.
The door?
Look, I'm eating the liver too, and burning the slime, and I don't go to the dirty stations ever. Dad, fill out the whole cheat sheet for me. I'm reading off it now.
You do just that. Reading helps you remember. That's all, Pine. I'm going offline.
Roger that, Older.
Does that...
Over and out.
Is that a thermostat?
Over.
Oh, that's just the battery, isn't
I
it?
love you, son. A whole lot.
I love you too, Dad.
And that was the last time he ever spoke to his son.
Over and out.
Because he never came back from this mission. But I guess this is a place we didn't get to see in the main game, because this is where Miller went. And I'm sure this is where we're going to find some blind ones. But, okay, we got our flamethrower back. I guess that'll have to wait until next time for the 2 kernels, but yeah, I'm digging this. It's basically like a compressed Metro story, the way we skip around in time like this, but we're getting all the bits that you would normally see. We talked to people in the station, we had a big battle, we fought mutants, and now we're gonna fight more mutants. So until next time, I've been Shadefire, and I hope you'll join me on Colonel Khlebnikov's last mission. Take care, everyone.